Justin, it's time for the wrestling show to take a very cynical look back at, representing the WWE and live from the Desert Diamond Arena in Glendale, Arizona. It's Friday Night SmackDown. Air date March the 1st, 2024. This episode is the aftermath of the Elimination Chamber and the road to WrestleMania. So, let's go in.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Lip really loves wrestling. He likes to talk about it too. If you like to watch wrestling like he do, come and join us on the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. Baby.
Welcome to The Wrestling Show. I'm your most fickle host, Lip Hazlewood, and this is a very cynical look back at the latest episode of Friday Night SmackDown. But before we dive into the show, just a very quick shout out to the non-competitors. They are the glue that holds the building together. First and foremost, representing the general manager, it's none other than Nick Ellis. Then, of course, we've got no backstage scoops or pre-match interviewers today, so we head directly to the ring with the officials of tonight. The referees and the crew are the team of Charles Robinson, Dan Engler, Derek Sanders, Jessica Carr, and, of course, letting everybody know who's about to fight and results of such matches. It is Mike Rome. And last, we forget, it's the commentary crew. It's the play-by-play guys, the hosts, and I call them the narrators, the whole damn show. They are the team of, now both of these gentlemen are very impeccably dressed, but this guy is extremely handsome. He's a very reliable Corey Graves, and next to him, I consider him the best in the business. He is the man with the raspy yet soothing voice, future Hall of Famer for sure. He is the man I've got a personal man crush on. It's Wade Barrett. Now, without any further to-dos, let's get on with the show, the big show. And we start off big. Yep, that's right. The bloodline. Ding, ding, dink. Dink, dink, dink. Dink, 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 dink. That's right. It is Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman, Solo Sikoa, and Jimmy Uso. In the ring there, so they're starting off the program. Yeah. So it starts off with takes their time. They take their time getting to the ring there, but it's all about Roman Reigns. He wants the good people of Glendale, Arizona, to acknowledge him. Now, although there's a lot of people that do love Roman Reigns, they all cheer for Roman Reigns, but there's a whole lot. It's maybe 3/4 of the people lost respect for Roman Reigns, but there's a very, very boisterous 1/3 of the crowd that's pro Roman Reigns. That's right. Now, he wants to be acknowledged, and apparently they're not acknowledging Roman Reigns good enough. And does he know that, absence, sometimes it does make the heart grow fonder, but, you're just not there. You're just an absentee champ. Gosh darn it. Doing the bare minimum. Anyways, regardless, I used to be a huge Roman fan. The past 2 years, he's been, he's been just resting on his laurels. I truly believe that. Anyways, so the Roman Reigns is all pissed off. He's like, that's it. You guys don't respect me. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get on my Learjet and get the hell out of here. But apparently, there's bigger plans. This whole segment, the Bloodline segment, is a half an hour. It's about a half an hour. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so this is just one part of it. And Roman Reigns is about fed up. He's about to leave. And then if he left now, this segment would have been just great. Just long enough, to keep us intrigued. But, however, Paul Heyman takes over and says, after this commercial break, we'll be back with If You Smell What The Rock Is Cooking. That's right. And after the commercial break, it was true. That's right. If you don't know that music, it's The Rock's music. It hits! And then Rock comes down there. He takes his merry old time. After all, he's an old man. He's got arthritis everywhere. And today is supposed to be the day where it's the response to Cody Rhodes' challenge to a match before the WrestleMania. Before WrestleMania. So I call him, it's the Vinny The Rock Diesel. Because they look similar. They look very similar. Yeah. Anyways. So The Rock, he's doing his best to be the heel. He's playing the heel like, hey, boo me, boo me. He doesn't say that, but he's doing his best to turn down the Arizona crowd, and he calls them all because they're close to another city in Arizona. So he plops them all. Everybody there from there, you're all crackheads and cocaine junkies. It's like, okay, yep, he's trying really hard to be hated, and everybody's still cheering The Rock because it's The Rock, and what are you gonna do? Says, oh, all you ladies want to make love to me, all of you. And all of these like, yes, we do, Rock. Yeah, The Rock really threw out a very long-winded segment out there. Anyways, it comes down to this. The Rock, now, he says about he's in a good mood. He's in a good mood. Everybody's in a good mood. Stuff like that. Then, however, when it comes down to Cody Rhodes' challenge, he rejects it. No challenge for you. And presented a counteroffer because Rock, after all, he's practically retired. He can't go any longer. So he needs some assistance. So he makes this. It's going to be a match at the challenge is this. It's going to be a tag team match. Now WrestleMania apparently is going to be a 2-night event. The first night he wants a tag team match. Him and his cousin Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins. Now here's the thing. If Cody Rhodes wins, then the day 2 he would have his match with Roman Reigns without any outside interference. But if he loses, it's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be Bloodline rules match. So anything the Bloodline says goes, and whatever they do, it's completely legal. So yeah, so that's going to be ridiculous. So anyways, so now here's the thing: The Rock, he shows his card, shows his hands to everybody, his card, his playing hand to everybody. That in fact, Rock is back in such a capacity that he's considered the boss. He's considered the boss. So he says this: if you your rebuttal next week for Cody Rhodes, if he says he does not accept the challenge of The Rock, he will make sure that Cody Rhodes is oppressed. He will oppress Cody Rhodes, just like Vince McMahon oppressed many people. He would be the new Vince McMahon of the WWE, and he's not afraid to say it. So yeah, that's hilarious. So he's the new boss, and yeah. But anyways, it comes down to this. Before The Rock said, "If you smell," the Roman Reigns stops him from saying that. He stops him and makes sure that Roman Reigns needs to make sure what page is The Rock on. So Roman Reigns made sure that Rock had to acknowledge the tribal chief. And everybody's like, oh, what nerve? But he's shocked at the audacity of Roman Reigns asking for, acknowledgement. Show submission to The Rock. Who's the man? Who's the boss? Who's the tribal chief? And of course, everybody's shocked, but it is The Rock. He acknowledges Roman Reigns as the tribal chief. So yeah, it is what it is. So after that, we go backstage, and it's with the man, the Thunder from Down Under, Grayson Waller, with the great Austin Theory back there. They were talking about what happened over at the Elimination Chamber, the big old match where, Randy Orton got screwed by Logan Paul. And then it's LA Knight. He's back there. He's so piping mad. He wants a piece of AJ Styles. And you don't know where he is. Boy, Willikers. Boy, crikey. Anyways, he leaves. And they start looking over the match and all, like, rejoicing over Logan Paul, what he did to Randy Orton. And Randy Orton walks in the ring there, walks back there, and he notices that they're all having a laugh. And he wants to have a laugh too. He thinks it's all funny, and what he thinks to be funny is teaching them a lesson. And so he says, you guys, pick one of you guys, and then you're going to kick one of your asses tonight. And one of your asses will be kicked by the legendary Randy Orton. So it's Grayson Waller nominating, Austin Theory for the match. And this is Austin Theory's big main event moment. So it's going to be great. Randy Orton, Austin Theory, main event. On paper, it sounds great. And speaking of sounding great, it is our very first match of the night. It is the women's division. The match is between the returning Naomi, Feel the Glow, and the former NXT champione. It is the great Tiffany Stratton. That's right. And of course, this match is going to be at her Tiffy top, at her Tiffy best. Anyways, this was the match of the night. This was really good. This was about just a little under 8 minutes. And in charge of this match, refereeing this match, is Mr. Derek Sanders. And here's the thing. This match was very heavy at Naomi. Feeling the glow. Drop kicking the holy hell out of Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton, one of her moves is like the, the cave-in. It's like the cave-in. It's up your opponent is sitting down and she stomps the holy hell out of your chest. Your chesticle area. Now in this match here, what happens? Tiffany Stratton's outside the ring, outside the ropes, on the ring apron there. Naomi goes in there to grab for her, but however, the referee, for some reason, decides to instead of giving the count, like, hey, she's touching the ropes, no handsies. I'll give you 5 seconds. He doesn't. He goes and literally football tackles, American style. Football tackles Naomi right off, and then while his head's poking down like in his while he's burying his face into Naomi's belly. Ooh, yeah, this is great. I love my job. It's Tiffany Stratton with the eye poke of the eye. It then takes Naomi and then rams her head first into the ring post like so. Tiffany Stratton then takes full advantage, doing her fantastic finishing move. The springboard, the most prettiest moonsault out there. The prettiest moonsault ever. Tiffany Stratton finishes the match. 1, 2, 3. And what time is it? It's a Tiffy time, baby. Now, next, we go into the women's division again. This is a tag team match. This has been the between representing, I'm not sure, Damage Control. I don't know. It's the Kabuki Warriors, and they are Asuka and Kairi Sane, and has Io Sky backing them on their corner. Versus, of course. Now, the only bright spot of this match is, of course, the most curvaceous woman in SmackDown. I call her the sexiest woman in SmackDown. It's Bayley! With her partner, Dakota Kai. Now, Dakota Kai's been injured for a long time. She has been fighting for a long time, ever since injuring herself while injuring Liv Morgan. She took herself out while injuring Liv Morgan. Anyways, she hasn't seen any action, and every time she's around a ring, she's mousing away from any physical activity. Something, is Dakota Kai actually going to be wrestling today? Is she actually going? I'm thinking there's something going to go wrong. And besides, I've always thought Dakota Kai, she's the translator of the Japanese connection. It's Asuka, Io, and Kari. And she says she's on Bayley's team, but I have my reservations on that. I don't think so. Anyways, let's get on with what happened in the match. This match here is about 4 minutes in length. Refereeing this match is Mr. Dan Engler. And one thing for sure about Dan Engler, he is completely useless as a referee. Either that or this match was designed really poorly. Very, very poorly. Now, why I say this? Does tag ropes matter? No, it never matters, especially in SmackDown. Now, early on, we got ourselves Kairi Sane getting herself involved. There, she's, getting herself involved illegally when Asuka gets referee's attention and Kairi pushes Bayley right off the top rope. Now, it is Bayley obviously started the match. Now, here's where things get complicated. Now, they're making excuses for what happened. Now, this is what happened. Bayley is she's basically, the match started 2-on-1. Dakota Kai was ushered out of the ring there, but they start fighting 2-on-1. Kairi and Asuka, beating up some Bayley. 2-on-1 for like the longest time. Referee doesn't do anything. So anyways, Bayley finally gets, she gets beat up and she gets thrown into her corner. And she hits Dakota Kai. That is a legitimate tag. That is a tag. Like it or not, bump into each other, that is a tag. They're in a legitimate corner. They're in a proper spots. That is a tag. And they're saying, nope, that's not, the referee didn't see that, but that's a tag. And that's why this match it's just fun. It happened. There's no real ending to this match. So Bayley knocks off Dakota Kai, and they end up fighting on. Bayley's taking on Asuka and Kairi Sane at once, just beating them both up. And obviously, it's going to be a numbers game. Now, here's one thing: Kairi Sane and Asuka, they got some good intentions, but execution, I'm not sure what the heck is going on. Now, one of the moves, I'm questioning what the heck just happened. What the heck just happened? That's my sting. I just did it live. Now, Asuka gets Bayley, and she gives her the old code breaker, but she holds on to the code breaker. So Bayley is basically bent over, and then it's Kairi Sane. She comes in the ring there, and she does what looks like a blockbuster. She grabs the neck and she does a front flip, but it's not a blockbuster at all. She does this weak ass jump. She barely gets around. There's no jump up. There's just a rotation. So Kairi Sane, no up motion, just a rotation around and drops down. I'm thinking, what exactly is this supposed to be? What is this move? Now, thank goodness Bayley is a constant professional, because that was a complete what? Maybe they should have rehearsed that move a little bit more. Maybe they should have used, a springboard there. Maybe Io Sky should have helped the move out with a little bit of a boost. I don't know. That move just looked weak as all heck. Anyways, Bayley was getting her ass kicked. A double move. Like a lot of times. It's Bayley versus the two. Asuka goes for a sliding knee. Kairi Sane goes a sliding knee, which is the elbow. Anyways, it comes down to this. Bayley, finally, she struggles free and goes for the hot tag on Dakota Kai. But, however, this is where Dakota shows her true colors, and sheer colors is the translator of the Japanese connection, because she decides not to wrestle at all. She jumps off the ring apron, risking further injury to her knee, jumping off like that. Oh, bold. Anyways, Bayley fights off everybody. She slides out of the ring there. She starts giving Dakota Kai what's for, some beaten downs. And then it's Asuka and Kairi Sane and everybody, Asuka, Kairi Sane join in, and they're beating up some Bayley. So I'm assuming the match ended there. about 4 minutes of it just happened, and we witnessed it. But hey, Bayley, her wrestling gear, she looks great. She looks absolutely great. Even though she still loves that Jericho ponytail, the Jericho top knot ponytail, the Lion Tamer days. Pretty soon she's going to let it down and let that beautiful mane just flow. Anyways, regardless, we move on. And it's the entirety of Damage Control takeover of, what's left of Damage Control, if they are called Damage Control still. The Kabuki Warriors and, Io and Dakota, they take out Bayley. Oh, yeah. So, I guess this is the whole thing. Bayley, in order to become the new champion, she's got to take out everybody. Although I don't think she's going to be taking out Dakota Kai. She can't wrestle. She's just a translator. She just wears wrestling gear every now and then. But I bet Bayley's got to go through Asuka and Kairi Sane before she gets the Io Sky. Something like that. Anyways, next up, we got ourselves Braun Breaker. His second match versus, now, this next guy. His dream has finally come true. Hard work. He was the X Factor of the NXT for a long time. Now, finally, he gets his moment in the main roster, and that is Xion Quinn. When you look at him, you think, wow, he looks like, with a generic Roman Reigns. What is this? This is, you're like 10 years off if you're joining the Shield. The Shield's over Xion Quinn. Anyway, Xion Quinn with his big moment. And the bell rings, and this match was, from start to finish, roughly 10 seconds, including the count, bell to bell. Maybe under 10 seconds. 10 seconds. As soon as the match starts, it is Xion Quinn getting speared out of his boots. Xion Quinn, wow. Well, at least you can say you were a SmackDown superstar for just 10 seconds. Yeah, but here's some bad news, everybody. Bad news, friend. Oh. Now, here's the thing. The WWE said nothing. At least, I can say. It is Michael Jones, a.k.a. Virgil, a.k.a. Vincent. He passed. Now, at least he was acknowledged by the WWE that he had his 1 minute of silence. But, like I say, at least he's there. A lot of times when a wrestler that was through the WWE had burned their bridges with them, they pass WWE. Anyways, Virgil, there was the best of times, and there was the worst of times. More or less, there was the worst of times. But we move on. And as with, of course, our next match, it is a street fight. The whole thing is, what's that? The Legado del Fantasma. They want to take out. There can only be one Latino team in the WWE, and it's us, not you. We cannot be a big family. Come on, man. So anyways, it is a Latino World Order, Santos Escobar with Angel Garza, Humberto Carrillo, and Electro Lopez, the very beautiful Electro Lopez. And they want to take out the Latino World Order, which is Rey Mysterio. And I gotta say, without Rey Mysterio, there is no credibility at all for the Latino World Order. I call them the Lithuafo for some reason. Anyways, this one here, they want to take rid of Carlito, Cruz del Toro, and Joaquin Wilde, and, Zelina Vega. Now, this match here, street fight, but they started with just one-on-one, nobody backing them up. How about that? And this was very fun, a lot of fun. Everybody wanted tables. We want tables, like they always do. Carlito set up tables and stuff like that, put out some cables, but it got really fun. When Carlito pulled out a trash can and put it over top of Santos' head and started smashing him with a steel chair. And he takes down Carlito on his knees and he starts bashing down the steel chair, so it looked like he was going down further, like spiking. A nice fun spot. This was a fun match, no doubt about it. And then during the match here, we got ourselves, of course, Angel Garza, Humberto Carrillo come in to help out some, what's that, Santos Escobar, beating up some Carlito. However, the triple powerbomb doesn't work. Carlito kicks out of it. And then finally coming to help out his friend or fellow Latino World Order, it is Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro. They run to the ring there. They try to take out Angel and Humberto. They fight outside the ring where Humberto and Angel take out, they just throw them right into the steel post. They made short work out of Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde, which is no surprise. No surprise at all. So now it's a 3-on-1 again, but however, Booyaka, Shooyaka, Booyaka, Booyaka. It's Rey Mysterio comes out there. Now Rey Mysterio, he's a man that likes copying other people's gimmicks and ideas. He doesn't really have a clear idea of himself. He likes to rip off other people's things, make it his own. Now this time, I'm not sure if he ripped it off or it was an homage, but his mask was not Rey Mysterio's mask. No. It was in fact the Great Muda's mask. This looked like the Great Muda's mask. He's coming out with a Great Muda's mask, mostly plastic, rubber. It's like, man, oh man. You got weird proportions in the first place, Rey Mysterio. Make your head extra large for your weird plump, pear-shaped body. Come on. Looks weird, dude. Anyways, he comes out there. He looks like he's crippling. Oh, my leg! I got crushed months ago. Oh! Comes out with the thing, with crutches, and he takes a crutch and he starts smashing Angel and Humberto. And then he gets a face-to-face with, Santos.
I will do it. I will do it. You don't want me to do it.
It's a punch. It's like so weird. Then he tries to go for it. Rey Mysterio ducks out of the way. Santos Escobar turns around to face-to-face with getting spat in the face with some apple chunks from Carlito. His biggest move, his best move, Carlito's apple chunk spitting. And then since the table was set up in the ring, it's still there. But first, he gets set up. After the apple spit, he falls through the ropes. And it's Angel and Humberto try to help out, but they got knocked out of the ring there. And then Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wilde with a double tope suicida take them out. And then Rey Mysterio gets Santos Escobar with a 619. And then with a spine buster, a weak ass spine buster, he gently puts Carlito gently puts Santos Escobar through the table. 1, 2, 3. Jessica Carr gets the big pin, and that's all right. Jessica Carr was a referee with this match. Last match with John Quinn was Charles Robinson. I really got to get on top of the referee sayings. But anyways, after that we go backstage, and it's with the new Catch Republic, which is Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. And they want another chance at the Judgment Day. They feel they got screwed. And it's Nick Aldis saying, nope, not for WrestleMania, you don't. But anyways, Nick Aldis has a big plan for the tag team division. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some sort of, a gauntlet match or some sort of a mini tournament. Considering the tag team division in the WWE is garbage. There's very few tag teams. They probably have to, makeshift a couple of tag teams because it's terrible. So Nick Aldis needs to get together with Adam Pearce and devise a plan for the tag team championship. Sad. Yeah. Anyways, after that, it's Nick Aldis goes face to face. He finds LA Knight, who wants to give AJ Styles a gift of a new hat. A hat that looks like a chair. Because he wants to put it on his head. Anyways, it comes down to this. Well, there's nothing you can do about it, Nick Aldis. And Nick's like, yeah, that's probably right. And that's why I told AJ Styles not to show up to SmackDown today. LA Knight's like, no, whoa, my revenge. Anyways, after that, we go to our main event match of the night. It is Austin Theory versus Randy Orton, and accompanying Austin Theory, it is, of course, Grayson Waller, and joining commentary, it is, for no reason at all, it's, Kevin Owens. joins commentary. And of course, refereeing this match is your veteran of Charles Robinson. This match was about under 10 minutes. This was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Now they take the match outside, and who knows? Charles Robinson wasn't going to count them out, so who cares how long they're fighting outside there? But it was a lot of fun. Grayson Waller, he's standing watching what's going on, and Austin Theory gets thrown into the steel steps, or not the steel step. He gets thrown into the commentating table, and then he was about to get back body drivered on top of the commentating table, and because you can use your opponent as a projectile and throw him into anything you want, and it's completely legal. So this would have been completely legal to back body driver Austin Theory through on top of the table. Now here's the thing. This is where things get dicey. The referee is looking at this all happening, and then it's Grayson Waller. He grabs Austin Theory and pulls him away. Now that is interference right there. That is interference, and that is a disqualifying move. Referee should have disqualified right there at the worst. At the least, he would have ejected Grayson Waller from the match for interference. But the referee does nothing. Nothing. Ends up, Randy Orton takes his thoughts, takes his focus off Austin Theory, focuses on Grayson Waller, and then Austin Theory throws him in face first into the steel post to 4-point Otis, baby. And then it's Austin Theory giving, Randy Orton the back body driver on top of the commentating table. Now, Randy Orton doing the RKO on its own is tough for his back. But getting back body drivered on top of the table, crushing some monitors with his back, that's gotta be painful. And when you got some fused discs in your back, that's the last thing you want to do. Now, maybe because of the result of that painful back, who knows? But here's something that happened. It was a fluke. It was a mess up. No, the only person who's willing to, say what's going on, what actually happened, is Kevin Owens. He says exactly what happened. See, it makes it sound, okay, obviously things happen. But the thing that happened was this. They were setting up for the top rope suplex. Randy Orton's about to suplex Austin Theory. Randy Orton's about to climb out top rope, but his foot slips. Randy Orton falls down, but it looks like this. Looks like it ended up being a counter. Randy Orton slips off, but Austin Theory, he ends up executing the perfect blockbuster off the top rope. It was beautiful. But however, that was a mistake, and Randy Orton can't have that as an offensive move, and he pops right up like nothing happened. Whoo! That was a suplex! And that's the thing. It's like, Corey Graves tried to cover it up. It's like, oh yes, Randy Orton, he was about to get blockbuster, they turned it into a suplex. And then Kevin Owens like, yeah, he slipped off there and about to be countered, but Randy Orton recountered. Like, oh, come on now. That was well, they did their best to cover that up, But after that thing, Randy had no idea what to do after he got blockbustered. It's like, oh, now what? It doesn't matter. I just figured, he's been wrestling for many years. I thought he could have recovered a little bit better than that. Anyways, the fight goes back outside, and then that's when Randy Orton gets his revenge. He gets Austin Theory and back body drivers him right onto the commentating table. Now, here's a good thing. I am 100% sure the commentating table has these clips where you pull the clips, and the table, commentary table becomes a breakaway table. But when these clips are on, it's sturdy as all hell. So now it's Austin Theory. He gets back body drivered onto the commentating table, and then Austin Theory, he gets himself a turn to ride on the back body driver on top of this very sturdy commentating table. Now they go back in the ring there. They fight on. They go back and forth. Randy Orton goes for his vintage DDT. Randy Orton's DDT on the Austin Theory. They fight on. He tries to go for the RKO, but he gets blocked. Doesn't get it. Austin Theory goes for his massive blockbuster. His actual standing blockbuster, gets that thing down. Now here's the finishing is kind of strange. I suppose, no, they were fighting at the ropes here. Austin Theory chokes out, pulls down Randy Orton's throat. He gets some space. They get space. I guess an homage to Grayson Waller. Trying to do the Grayson Waller effect, the old front roll, flatliner, or Anyways, he does a front roll, and for some reason, he jumps in the air. He does a front roll and jumps in the air as Austin Theory, and then surprise, 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 Randy Orton catches him with the cutter, with the RKO. Done. So yeah, that's 2 big back bumps Ernie did in this match. His back, come on now. So after that 1, 2, 3 is over, Kevin Owens gets involved in the match after it. Kevin Owens then takes out Austin Theory with the stunner. Tries to get Grayson Waller with stunner. However, Grayson Waller escapes that, but he gets caught with the RKO. Randy Orton throwing RKOs like there's no tomorrow. But when the tomorrow comes, he's going to be upset that he's thrown so many damn RKOs. Regardless, looking good. And perhaps a new team forming. Perhaps this could be a team for the, some sort of tag team tournament that's going to happen. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, and they could be called Team RKO. Randy and Kevin Owens. How natural is that name? But if they are a tag team, that's probably the last name they're going to use. Or the first name. Anyways, that wraps it up for this episode of A SmackDown and concludes the episode of The Wrestling Show. Now, if you stuck around to the very end of the show, I hold a very special place in my heart just for you. So, stay tuned we're going for another day, for another episode. So, friend, I'll see you on another time. I've been Lip Hazlewood saying, extending this outro. Anyways, regardless. See you next time.